Okay, we are indeed live now. French team. Okay. You're lucky that you caught Elgato doing Elgato things. Classic. You are free too, if everybody is ready. That is. Okay. So we have Golden Dawn. This is the Playmakers Cup for today. Golden Dawn against Flaming Potatoes. Golden Dawn was created because the 5 original members were friends from the same guild who wanted to create a fixed 5 queue to climb and rank together. They wanted to have fun and learn from each other and grow as a team. And this is their first tournament, and they want to get an impression of the whole scene, and of course having fun is the priority. Ooh, Flaming Potatoes, also a story of friendship. Team history is we are a bunch of great friends who try to have some fun and win some games. Not too bad, sounds very positive. Every champion is open in this tournament. Even if Kindred were to release right now, which she won't, she would be open. Okay, we see the Hackram and Lee Sin bans. We have not, like, these champions will probably be the most banned champions of the tournament. Also seeing a Volibear ban. Volibear has been banned quite a few times this tournament as well. Teams appear to put a very high priority on removing this champion or picking this champion. Ooh, remember the last series yesterday about the angry toilet paper? The Amumu is apparently such a respectful champion, or respectable champion, that the Amumu is now being banned. Or maybe they're target banning someone. You never know. But now the Vi is being removed, which could be a potential key piece for a constellation around Agalio. Everything should be working. Mr. Moonbro banned again. And now we finally get to see the first pick, first rotation. What will they settle for? Golden Dawn, what is your pick? A Yuumi first pick? They all love these cats. Like, there's been so many Yuumi picks recently, I'm afraid. Golden Dawn is blue team, so get that right in the prediction. Okay, the poll is up. Feel free to choose whoever you want to choose. Jarvan and a Lulu pick. With the Lulu, this opens up many possibilities. A hyper carry in the bottom lane. The Lulu could even be played in mid lane if they truly want to. I've seen some very interesting constellations that run multiple support champions and just become the Enchanter babies for 180 carry. In the distant past, we had a team called Team Queso trying to play 2 Enchanter champions and then have the 80 carry rotate around the map and get billions of gold, take all the tower platings, and a Nunu pickup? So I guess the Yuumi and the Nunu are the name of the game for this tournament so far. Picking a Vladimir here is still a flexible pick, however with the Nunu and the Yuumi you've already locked in the picks where they want to go for. And with Lulu, this is also the case. Jarvan is very rarely seen as a Baron laner, and certainly even less seen as a mid laner, so it's most likely going to be a jungle Jarvan. Ooh, they're picking up the Yone here, as it seems. Now entering the second ban rotation. Wouldn't surprise me if they would start banning some hyper carries here, but the Yumi is already in combination with the Vladimir, so if the Vladimir hits 3 to 4 items, they might become a certain threat that the enemy team cannot really overcome. Are they going for hyper carry bans? Are they going for target bans? What is their plan? Banning the Caitlyn, interesting approach, wanting to deny the lane dominance, but will this be enough? Quite interesting that we don't see a Zeri ban, to be fair. Zeri does more than Caitlyn in a competitive environment. It's not solo queue after all. An Aurelion solo ban, I think that's the first one we see. I think so far this champion has been neither picked nor banned in the entirety of the tournament. Ooh, they missed a ban. Again, the question comes up, was it intended? Are they trying to BM? Are they trying to make the enemy feel as if they're very confident and they don't need this ban, or they just simply missed a ban? Enemy team responds with a Lucian ban, really well played by doing so. Lucian and Lulu is not really a bad combination. In fact, it's probably the best Lucian composition with an enchanter you can think of, because the picks deal so much damage on the Lucian passive. It's like so much more than Nami could ever wish for. We have one certain fan block already coming in here, hyping up their team. Seeing another Galio hover, and well, the enemy team picked Kai'Sa, functioning pretty well with the Lulu. Kai'Sa not very famous for a strong laning phase, but the Lulu will surely make up for this, and the Yuumi is already locked in the lane per default, unless the Golden Guardians take a pick that is able to lane on her own or on his own. Zarya, a champion which is pretty infamous for being very good into all-in constellations. Like, if the enemy team wants to jump into you, Zarya can really capitalize on this and put them into a lovely cage of feathers, and the moment she uses Blade Caller, all of them might get instantly popped. But who is the primary engage here? How much can Golden Guardians do? And will they not just play very reactively? Like, the only engage so far is the Nunu being able to roll in, and then maybe the Galio can respond. But as it seems for the Flaming Potatoes, they have a very clear identity with Jarvan being able to consistently go in, and even providing follow-up for the Kai'Sa, because the Jarvan knockup applies Plasma of Kai'Sa, and then even the Lulu could ult the Jarvan to even give her more opportunities to ult. So with this team, we have a team that really wants to dive in deep, and they have an AD carry that can even follow. And the team fight over the control during the team fight comes with the Syndra. So it's very peculiar to see, and I don't think Vladimir has a nice time early against the Syndra, but later this one turns around pretty nicely for the Vladimir, unless the Syndra one-taps you because you don't press pool. The issue is, if you're too reactive and your team doesn't really have the tools to do anything or make something happen, it's very difficult to survive. So yeah, that's something you really have to keep in your on your mind. And we see again a Galio mid lane. So the damage from the team of Golden Guardians isn't really that available. They have a Yuumi, they have a tank Galio, they have a Nunu, they have this hyper-scaling Vladimir, which takes a lot of time, and a Zaya. Golden Dawn. Golden Guardians. My Golden Guardians is the North American LCS team. Unbelievable. How dare I? Just rebranded them to Golden Guardians. Anything fancy we are seeing so far here, or just a standard full clear gameplay? The Yuumi pick, we all hate to see it. Nunu starting with a red buff here. We see some relaxing gameplay, nothing too much is happening. Syndra doesn't really have to fear anything against the Galio. The Galio can't do anything. The bottom side now trying to get some control here, but doesn't have a ward available. Yone is chilling in the brush, denying Vladimir any opportunity to take damage or deal damage. Jarvan slowly transitioning to his red buff and then to his chicken camp. Galio is winning some trades in the mid lane, which is very interesting to see. But so far, game is very relaxing, not much happens. Ooh, and he misses the ward here, so they don't know. They don't know that the enemy knows. Jarvan is looking for something. How? No, he was even spotted on a ward and loses so much HP, uses the dash back in and takes a lot of damage, but luckily Honeyfruit will heal him back up. But the Jarvan basically just wasted time, and they even got an ignite for free while nothing happened, so the Nunu is just allowed to freely farm. Pool being used on the other side of the map, and now the game is calming down again. Ooh, the top side is getting slowly lower and lower, but the Nunu is there to gank if anything happens. But Yone has his Q3 stacked up and can just disengage whenever he pleases. Use his third ability to deal some good damage. He'll probably have to give up this cannon. Ooh, he does not have to. He walks back in. Is there a trade on the other side of the map? No, nothing is happening. Jarvan is taking his sweet time. Nunu just reset and rolls down to get to his next camp as fast as possible and probably relaxes a bit here. Yep. Ooh, finally. Maybe some action is about to be unleashed here. Jarvan is not level 5 yet, didn't even get a reset off, whereas the Nunu went base already. Enemies placing down vision, this ward will be contested, the Yuumi gets the ward back, both sides clear the ward, and the Nunu is staying here. Waiting for his Croc Camp to spawn, but simply for the fact that he started with red buff will be delayed and he wasted a lot of time standing here, whereas the Jarvan now finally makes his way back onto the map and is level 5 by passive XP and will most likely take a good look at this top lane play here. And the Nunu skin is nice. The Yone needs to be mindful. Jarvan is now transitioning, apparently doesn't want to do anything with the tower up here. Yone now finds his reset. Jarvan is looking again. He's spotted on a ward once again. He doesn't know this, but now he can assume that it's going to be the case. But he hasn't farmed a camp in a long time. He's losing out on gold. Every single second he's not doing something. So far he tried to be proactive to make things happen, but because he used his Crash Bloom in the early game from here to up here, he didn't spot that there was a ward in this area, which then allowed the enemy to just chill and do nothing. Still, the gank kind of worked in the sense of dealing damage, but the Jarvan just lost time. Very slow-paced game, but you can imagine in the next minute, when the objectives will finally spawn, there'll finally be a clash, unless the crab has always been the place for death, and this might be the death sentence for either Golden Dawn or the Flaming Potatoes. Well, Yone is actually gone now. Will the Syndra also fall? Nope, she gets away. Herald is still 44 seconds away, so this kill doesn't lead to anything objective-wise. Galio moving forward, but the Syndra uses Scatter the Weak to deny the engage of the Galio. Galio also going for the Rod of Ages build. Jarvan really needs to get back to the farming. Oh, the Nunu comes from a flank, locates the Syndra. Syndra uses Scatter the Weak, but is caught, and the Galio gets the kill. Galio has the full Rod of Ages in base, but needs to be very fast if he wants to do so before the objective spawns. Leaves the wave in a neutral state, so everything is fine. The Nunu has a full item in his inventory, is being caught in the jungle. Will they commit for this? They don't. Nunu now being very low HP, so what will be the answer? Will there be a Herald contest? Ooh, the Jarvan uses the combo to go over the wall. The Nunu is very low HP. The entire team is slowly converging now. The Nunu is here. But the Zarya and the Yuumi are alone with the Kai'Sa, so they don't have the numbers advantage. They have to give up the Herald. That is a massive loss for Team of Golden Dawn. Golden Dawn makes a rotation mid lane. Now let's hope that Lulu doesn't take the gold of the platings, but she will actually get gold of the platings. Massive gold. Well, it's a massive miss of gold, because now the Lulu got gold when she even, like, she didn't want to have this gold. You want the gold on the carries. Very slow game, as I said earlier. Team of Golden Guardians, Golden Dawn, my bad. Losing out on the Herald, major gold swing. You never want this to happen. And now the enemy team also gets the dragon. So both objectives fall into the hands of the same team. So the differential in farm in the jungle is completely outmatched now. Doesn't matter anymore. Let me quickly rearrange the people here. So everything is as it should be. Okay. And now we soon see rotations happening. Ooh, Vladimir is being caught by the Yone damage. He finally has all the damage he needs with the boots, the Berserker's Greaves, and the Wit's End, which is a very powerful item given that the enemy team is nearly full AP. Hitting the combo here that Vladimir has to pull, 1 HP. The Yone uses the ultimate to buffer through the CC, but it will not be enough. Turns to the Vladimir. The Vladimir lives with 1 HP twice in a row. The Yone has to attack, but the ultimate is going to deny the Yone and sends him home. But on the other side of the map, we see another play happening. The Nunu is keeping the J4 locked up and locked down, and the entirety of the engage is being denied. Meanwhile, Syndra denying, trying to make the best possible, taking down the mid lane tower. Will she get the tier 2? Hits a minion. Ooh, it might be close. She's very much overextended, but her team is coming around, saving her. The team of Golden Dawn is still in a 2k gold lead right now, and this Yone is scaling though. Ooh, you're in a bit of trouble. Scatter the Weak hits, the ult hits as well, the cat is alone, the cat has been abandoned, and it's a double kill pickup for Flaming Potatoes. Yone, on the other hand, on the other side of the map, is being collapsed on the Nunu, is trying to deny him the exit. Vladimir is poking him down. Yone used ultimate to get the wave cleared. Beautifully done. Now tries to get away from this play. Will he make it work? No, the enemy team has too much diving potential. Lulu has been delaying her Ardent Sensor for a long time, already completed boots, has an anti-healing item. Whereas the enemy Yuumi also has Ardent Sensor. Let's quickly check here. The Yuumi is maxing a third ability, very good, but then the question is, why don't we see an Harmonic Echo? I really hope we'll see it very soon, because it's such a powerful item. Enemy team is caught off rotation, so this top lane tower will certainly fall into the hands of the Flaming Potatoes. Whereas the Golden Dawn is trying to recuperate and extend their little gold lead they have. Vladimir's a lot of gold ahead of the Yone, but still he cannot ever face the Yone on his own, because the Yone itemized into Wit's End, and if the Vladimir gets too close, he will just be instantly blown up, and that is something you have to keep in mind. So even though he has the gold lead, the Vladimir needs to be really careful. If the Yone gets onto him and the pools are cooldown, he just instantly dies. The game is slowing down quite significantly again. People are just looking at each other right now. Next objective spawning in about 30 seconds, marking the second dragon for potentially the team of Flaming Potatoes. With the second dragon being picked up, or a possibility of being picked up by Flaming Potatoes, they'll be able to access the soul after the next dragon, and which in this case is going to be the Ocean Soul, which in itself is not really a big game changer, but it's nice to have if it's free. Syndra scaling, Kai'Sa is currently having 8k gold, which is the richest on her team, whereas the enemy team has multiple people above 8k gold. And there's still a big differential in the jungle gold department, whereas the Nunu is building more supportive, whereas the Jarvan is trying to go for a bruiser approach. I hope that we are going to see a Ziggs convergence on the Lulu soon, or the Nunu is rolling in, gets polymorphed, so the second ability of the Nunu is being released. There's no way they can secure this against the Nunu. Going in with the Yumi ultimate and the Vladimir, they get the dragon. Nunu lost the dragon, but this fight will be an absolute mess. Nice combo by the Jarvan. Desire is left alone in the backline, goes for a nice combo, but the Kai'Sa goes behind her with the killer instinct, then kicks up the triple kill. Now it's everyone for themselves, 4 people dead, and the Galio, the tank Galio, is trying his hardest to escape, exhausts the Jarvan, walks away, knocks him up, and is absolutely going to make it back. Kai'Sa being the absolute carry of the team right now, having the front line, the teamfight capabilities to take over this game. The only hopes that Golden Dawn has right now is the Vladimir and Yumi. Ooh, going for the flash combo. As we've seen, the Yumi doesn't reach the Kai'Sa. The Kai'Sa will barely escape. No, she will not, but the Yumi takes the shutdown. Now there's going to be a turn again. Oh no, the Yumi got the shutdown. It was so important that the Vladimir gets all the gold there is. Ooh, they start up the Nasher with the carry dead and the 12-minute Nasher. This Nasher dies instantly. There's little to no hope that the Flaming Potatoes can steal this Nasher. Golden Dawn secures Nasher, and Galio is trying to escape. Jarvan goes over the edge, is being caught in the pit, but can escape with the flag and drag. But the Yona, on the other hand, on the other side of the map, is taking down the minion wave after minion wave. Kai'Sa being back on the map, having close to 11k gold and a Lulu, now going for the Crown of the Shattered Queen, allowing her to go for more proactive plays here. With the Crown of the Shattered Queen, she'll be able to not just die in an instant. Oh, goes for the Riftmaker, actually. Once more damage, doesn't feel the threat of the enemy team. My bad for misreading the situation. Build path gap, I suppose. The Lulu is either picking up staff, most likely, has a locket of the Iron Solari. The Yumi has a Staff of Flowing Water. We see another fight happen on the other side of the map, and the Vladimir dies. With Vladimir dead now, the Baron will be absolutely wasted. "15 seconds left. The Baron allowed them to gain some time to scale. But will it be enough? The Kai'Sa is getting stronger and stronger by the second, also having the Lulu by her side. Whereas the Vladimir needs way too much gold. He doesn't even have Death Cap yet.
Let's go around again. Ha!
The question is, what happens in about 45 seconds when the next dragon is spawning, which will allow at least the team of Flaming Potatoes to potentially pick up the Ocean Soul. I don't know, like, Nunu seems to be very, Very prominent pick, as well as the Volibear ban. Ooh, the Kai'Sa's getting very close here, but they have a Lulu behind her. Vladimir using the Proto Belt, going for a quick little transfusion proc, but nothing else will happen. Vladimir having the anti-shielding item. Nunu is being the frontline right now. Jarvan is apparently being caught. So many shielding on the Nunu. He will survive this engage, but the Jarvan will turn. It's being denied by the Galio. It hops in. Xayah forced to use her ult. Vladimir's 1 HP in the side lane. The Jarvan actually dies, which will allow them to potentially go for this dragon, but the Yone is pushing in the side lane. Ooh, this will be a perfect play for the Kai'Sa. She can do whatever she wants to do now. Killer Instinct's in, gets the kill, gets another kill onto the Xayah, and the cat is left to go alone once again. And the Nunu is just trying his best to survive, but he'll just eventually fall to the Kai'Sa. Survives, denying her the Quadra kill, whereas the Yone was not able to get the inhibitor against the Vladimir.
That's enough for the moment. The hunt will resume.
Soul secured, Ocean Soul in the bag. Now moving over to the Baron Nashor. It's still kind of a risk to do Baron Nashor, but the Nunu has to roll into the pit, and they have enough tools to deny the Nunu entry. And once the Nunu is denied entry, he will just instantly get blown up. Just a matter of time. The Golden Dawn has no idea, no vision on Nashor. They have to coin flip this, and if they don't get there in time, it's basically GG. Jarvan secures the Nashor, and now it's time to play side lanes. Ooh, Kai'Sa's going alone. The Lulu is a little bit far away, but there's no damage dealer as of now. Lulu's not really at risk. They don't have enough damage. Pops the ultimate early. Doesn't buff the Kai'Sa so far. We need a buff onto the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa's just running after them. Look at all the damage. The Kai'Sa's just killing them all. As long as the Lulu has the picks on Kai'Sa, it's so free. But the Lulu actually falls. But the Kai'Sa's dealing damage back, but eventually falls. There's just one job the Lulu has to do, and it's just buffing up the Kai'Sa. No team member matters but the Kai'Sa. And if that happens again, the game might actually be thrown, and Golden Dawn will be able to pick up a win, even though all the odds are against them right now.
Severed.
Nashor was secured, 30 seconds until it wears off. They'll have enough time to get in position for the Elder Dragon. But again, you know, we've reached the point of the Elder Dragon, which means the game is still at a point where both teams can win, especially after the recent incident. I hope the Lulu is now going to assist the Kai'Sa in the best manner possible, because the Kai'Sa is the strongest member by far. And you're playing Lulu, you're not supposed to face check. Vladimir Protobelts in, goes for a big damage combo. Lulu barely survives. Gala used the ultimate, they're all split apart. Kai'Sa's low HP. Yona used the third ability and goes back in and goes back out, but the Vladimir is looking for an opportunity. Kai'Sa's now running down mid lane, trying to get all the waves while her team is running away from them. Team Golden Dawn is running down the flaming potatoes. They're all living with a sliver of HP. Look at them. And now they might have bit off a little bit too much. The Nunu is inside the entirety of the enemy team. The Ocean Soul coming in clutch. Vladimir has regen up and is trying to go for the best possible play. Finds the Syndra. Syndra finds the Blast Cone. And again, with a sliver of HP, the Polymorph hits. He can't use the first ability, but he's now able to. The Vladimir is running around and gets another charge of his ultimate ability. Gets another pull. He will kill them all. The Vladimir is going to kill everyone. Unless the Kai'Sa makes it there in time. Kai'Sa has ultimate available, he has exhaust available, he needs to pop the Azox, instantly doesn't do so, dies on the spot, and the Vladimir is taking over the game. They had the game in their hands, they had the win,
We got the zoomies.
but they chose to not do so. Securing the Elder Dragon now, this will be the final push, and if this isn't the final push, then the Nashor will certainly go into the hands of Golden Dawn. Lulu is alive, but there's no carry yet. They will end the game on this push. The Jarvan is too late, and the Nexus falls. Well, 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 friends. Golden Dawn brings back the game with the power of the Vladimir. But keep in mind, this game was Flaming Potatoes' game to lose, and I'm curious to see if the tilt of this game will transition into the next game, or if they will be able to bounce back and play it as they did before in the early game, and this time close it out. Coincidentally, 69% of you voted for Golden Dawn. Suspicious. Apparently, YouTube can't even do math. Look. 69% and 30%? I guess somebody didn't vote. Cope. Nice. I agree. Gaming. You are indeed correct. That is gaming. That was gaming. Oh, we all hate Vladimir. Don't get me wrong. Flaming Potatoes seems to pick blue side. Let me get the Gamba going already. Who wins game 2? This is European server. Nobody of them wants a break? Okay. Damn, they're hungry for blood. They want to go next. Okay, Gamba number 2 is coming in. The full-on production team of yours truly is trying his best. Okay, the Gamba apparently made my chat disappear. Okay, fair enough. I didn't want to have a chat anyway. Did the Gamba work? Did it not work? No, it has nothing to do with you. Ay. Evelyn and a Caitlyn ban. Apparently the Gamba didn't work, so I have to redo the Gamba on the YouTube chat, unfortunately. And we have the Golden Dawn. Golden Dawn red side. Okay, the Gamba worked now. Tournament, how's it going so far? Game 1 was a very close one. It was Flaming Potatoes' game to lose, but the Vladimir scaled into a later stage with a Yumi and completely solo carried the entirety of the game. Okay. Hecarim will still see no light of the day. We see a double Enchanter ban, no Yuumi, no Lulu, they're sick of this. So finally some Nautilus Leona action maybe, and they pick up the Vi as a first pick. Maybe they'll also do some, or put some priority onto the Camille, having some combo-centric champions. How will Team Golden Dawn respond to the Vi first pick? Will they go for strict meta champions? Ooh, we see a Nautilus as teased. They don't want to face the Vladimir again. They have had enough. They're sick of them. Ooh, Nautilus and Galio picked up. Galio flexible, Nautilus also flexible, so this doesn't completely give away what they want to play. Could be a Nautilus jungle, could be Galio support, could be a Galio mid lane. I'm a German. Ooh, an Ornn pickup again, also a blind pickable champion that could be picked into the Baron lane or the support role. Both works. Ooh, they're looking for the combo here. The Yasuo, the press R combo is slowly finding their place. Come on, lock in the Yasuo. I know you want to. Don't be shy. Thank you, thank you. Nah, that's not going to be a Blitzcrank. Stop the cap. I would honor you if this was a Smite Blitzcrank, but we both know you're not gonna do this. Ooh, triple AP locked in so far. They are really in desperate need of some AD. And again, the Diana or Diana could be a flexible pick being put in the mid lane or the jungle. But how will they respond? Will they remove some combo champions for the Yasuo combo? Or will they deny some hyper carries? Keep in mind, they still have first pick. Banning away the Nami, a potential combo piece that could be another form of engage. The mid laner of Flaming Potatoes is thinking hard about what to ban, banning away the Xayah. As I mentioned earlier, a champion that's very good against full engage, and so far the theme of Team Flaming Potatoes is to go in. Janna banned away, another enchanter being taken care of that can provide the team with a lot of knockups and peel. How will they respond to this? Another hyper carry being taken away? Keep in mind, they still are in desperate need of some AD sources, because otherwise, Team Flaming Potatoes will just pick up magic resist left and right, and it'll be an absolute nightmare for Team Golden Dawn. Set being taken away. Set could have denied the Yasuo, so the Yasuo is forced to pick up QSS. Interesting choices so far. And Aatrox. What are the lane assignments going to be if they lock in the Aatrox? They're waiting as long as possible to lock in their AD carry. Come on, Flaming Potatoes, show us your best game. Ezreal, a very safe AD carry, able to avoid all of the all-in potential from Team of Golden Dawn. In the distant past, like the moment you see the Yasuo combo go in, like bans such as Rakan and Wukong were just classic. Ooh, they've secured the side lane queen with Fiora. So we have the Ezreal on bot lane, Yasuo mid lane, a Vi jungle, and Fiora in the Baron lane. Ooh, a Samira. Really, a Samira? I mean, Samira is able to deny the ult of Ornn, but still, like, this is going to be a very difficult game where the Samira has to be on point with her QSS. Like, she desperately needs to pick up QSS, otherwise it will be very difficult to play for her. But she has a lot of follow-up on the team, and if the team of Flaming Potatoes makes a mistake during the laning phase and the Samira is running sudden impact, you might get blown up instantly. If the Ezreal gets caught by any kind of mistake, you just go sky. And did you, by the way, know that as we're loading into this lovely game, there's something like a giveaway on the Zoo server? And if I had the link on my hand, which I do have now, you can join the server for giveaways. You can win or get custom-made emotes, skins, get overall panda coins, which is the currency which you can use to buy anything your heart desires. And while we're loading in, do so. And once we're done with this game, do so again, and do it again. And, well, you guessed it right, do it again. But now, back to business. We see a Samira team, so we are hyped. This time, before anything happens, let me do the assignments as good as possible. Okay. Going for a deep ward here. Nautilus and Samira are already getting the priority here. Getting the ward, if this was solo lane, it's a massive XP differential. Ooh, any second something could happen down here, and if something happens, it's gonna be explosive. Very curious to see that the Nautilus isn't trying to just get wave priority, because you can just face tank with the second ability, push for level 2, and then go for a hook play. Ooh, Ornn is getting priority here. It takes away the Scrya's Bloom. Diana started with the red buff going over to the Krug camp here. The Fiora's already zoning the Aatrox. Missed the first ability onto the Aatrox. And now the Aatrox strikes back. A nice riposte by the Fiora. The Aatrox is being in a lot of trouble up here. Already getting heavily outtraded soon. Having to pick up the fruit. Doing so as we speak. The Vi is again doing a free camp clear into a Scuttlecrab, putting herself very much behind in terms of XP and gold. Diana has now cleared her third camp and slowly transitions to the Wolf camp. Not much happening down here so far. Is there anything going here? Riposte by the Fiora again. Big trade by the Aatrox. If there's something you can always do on Fiora, you can always riposte the slowest Q of Aatrox, which is the third one, which coincidentally deals the most damage, and therefore put the Aatrox in a very bad spot. No action so far for the poor Samira lane. She's currently crying. Diana soon to having full cleared her jungle. Vi is very, very much off tempo for her jungle clear. Like you can have this one cleared in not even like 140. Diana now in the river being level 5. If this first ability hit, that's a certain kill because the Diana just jumps in. Ezreal has to flash or shift early, and then the Diana can flash after and we go for a full combo. Goes in for a play here, hits them, gets all them spells, gets the combo with the Galio, but they all escape, having to burn flash though. Diana just popped her ultimate and we got Galio ultimate and we got 2 flashes, but the Yasuo is nearly getting a plate for the mid lane. Another trade happening top lane. It's like we're always so close from some explosive action, and then everybody survives with 1 HP. nice trade by the Fiora, getting really dangerously close into lethal range. Since the Fiora's running Ignite, needs to be really careful. Diana is slowly creeping up here, still has Flash available, but no ult. This Fiora is certainly going to die. Does she go for a quick combo here? Nice riposte, but it will not be enough. She will eventually fall. Easy trade. Will something happen on the other side of the map? No, there will no trade be forced. Ooh, we also popped our second ability on Samira, so we can't deny the Ornod if something happens. Also, very interesting to see the Ornn is running Grasp of the Undying and the Nautilus is running Aftershock instead of Glacial Augment. They could have stayed for another wave to instantly clear this. They wouldn't have lost anything from this, and I think the Samira could have gotten a fully completed item. Ooh, the Samira is going for the Collector into a full Bruiser team apart from the Ezreal. That is a very peculiar pickup. 1 minute away until the action will unfold again. Team Collector is on their mission to maybe end the series. Ooh, Diana's in position again on a control ward, being very patient here. The ultimate of Nautilus comes in, the Ezreal is locked up, gets hooked again. Nice combo by the Ornn and gets taken down. Now the Galio comes in, tanks for the Samira. Samira picks up an easy kill here. One kill for... No, Samira didn't even get the kill. It's an absolute tragedy. Excuse me, but on the other side of the map we have a trade. Samira is not having a good time right now, not getting any kills. Picking up the Collector though. So many platings in favor of the Fiora, which is now the win condition for them. Ooh, they're choosing to go for Dragon, whereas the other team is picking up the Herald here. They need to be really mindful. All these towers are not even low enough. Well, they're too low, actually, rather. You do not want to pop Herald here or here. You want to pop the Herald here to get the maximum gold if possible. They pop the Herald mid lane, go for an all-in using the ultimate combo. The Yasuo will lock them down. The Herald takes down the mid lane. It's an absolute fight in the mid lane. The Ornn survives the all-in of the Diana. The Yasuo is alone in the backline. The Vi locks down the Diana, and it's an absolute fiesta. Will they get away? Yes, they do get away. It's a 1-0. That Collector, chef's kiss.
I'm here.
Ezreal on the run here. Ooh, if the Nautilus is connected with the wall, ooh, the auto-attack lockdown comes in. Nautilus doesn't have ult. Or imagine the world in which the Nautilus hits the wall with the anchor, gets close and gets a cooldown refund. Samira blocks the ability, but now this tower up here will fall since the Nautilus has been spotted. Ooh, they choose to go against this. Fiora has no mana. Fiora has now completed the Divine Sundra. Plated steel caps as well. Only needs an Executioner's Calling, and then this Aatrox is gonna cry in agony. Galio running the hard steal against the Yasuo, wanting to force trades. Vi is getting close here, will pop the ultimate onto the Samira, flashes away, gets it close to the tower, dashes through her. The Vi is locked down, is dying, but they survive with a sliver of HP again, but the Samira is getting taken down. Collector not really helping her so far. The question is, if she had a Bloodthirster, would she have survived? Questions on top of questions. And the Diana is waiting in the wings. The Ezreal is clearing this ward, clearing this minion, but has no idea what's happening. But apparently, Diana gives up, goes for the Grom. And the Aatrox on the other side of the map not being able to deal with the Aatrox anymore. Divine Sundra is just way too potent. Aatrox goes for the Bruiser, goes for the ult. Maybe the Fiora thinks that there's somebody behind the Aatrox, which now is right because the Samira pulls up. But will it be enough? You see the healing of the Aatrox. It's so high. Going for a quick little trade here. The Vi. Picking up the free tower. It's a 4-man rotation. It's a 3-man rotation up here, and there's a potential play happening here. The Fiora is caught in place, but a nice riposte, but still dies, and they clean up. Oh no. Samira is finally being able to pick up some kills. The Collector is doing its work, picking up and securing the kills with the 9999. And on the other side of the map, there's another play happening. Yasuo flashing in, getting too close. Getting the ultimate, getting the shield reset, but the Galio is trying to escape. Gets another knockup. Shield bow is procced. Being taunted again, exhausted now. The Galio is on 1 HP, and the Nautilus is just standing inside all of them, not giving a single damn. Gets ignited and finally executed. You can't show. I will. Okay, I will. "45 seconds until the next objective comes in. If Golden Dawn secures this dragon, there's a potential to go for the Ice Soul on the dragon afterwards. And if the team of Flaming Potatoes picks that one up, then there will be no soul in this game." Slowly setting up. Samira picking up the blue buff. Keep in mind, the Samira desperately needs a QSS this game. Ooh, Yasuo dashing in. Wind Walls, the anchor. Nothing will be happening here. Diana goes for a very delayed reset. The enemy team now gets premier access for this dragon. Diana's not in a position to do anything. The Galio has to join with ult if he wants to join at all. Ornn is standing guard. Fiora going for quick hits on the Aatrox, getting the ult for free, and they pick up the dragon. No more soul condition. The Yasuo is popped on the spot by the Diana. Somebody stuck in the pit. He can't escape anymore. Completely left alone. And what is happening? It's an absolute massacre. They just picked them all up. They got the dragon, but at what cost? At what cost did they secure the dragon? One and a half minutes away from the next big objective, which is going to be Baron Nashor. It feels like the Yasuo team is out of sync. They need to play together. They need to make sure that their combo hits. And if the combo doesn't hit, they're in deep trouble. The Ezreal still isn't strong enough. He skipped Monomune and went for an earlier Trinity Force. He really needs to get that one stacked up and finally dish out the damage his team needs him to deal. But even if he needs to be very careful, if he's caught once, he will just instantly disappear. The team of Golden Dawn has enough damage to take care of him within an instant. We already see an early setup around Nashor. Everyone is slowly walking around here. Diana going for another reset. The Galio is a full tank here. Samira engaging onto the Fiora. Nicely timed riposte with the Nautilus auto attack. But then there's just no hope for the Fiora to survive. Samira goes through, kills the first target, exhausts the Vi. The Vi is being taken down. It's a 30-second death timer left. The Baron Nashor is a big opportunity, whereas the enemy team is now pushing mid lane and all other turrets at the same time. Ooh, guys, what will happen? Will the Yasuo be caught here? Diana goes in onto the Ezreal. Ezreal exhausts the Diana. The Ezreal will survive. But there's just no way the Ornn can survive. Meanwhile, at the same time, the Nautilus is taking on the other side of the map. Ooh. Oh no! He just dashed into the wall. It's a tank Galio. There's no reason to be afraid. He can't kill you. He can't hurt you. At the same time, while this chase was happening, Flaming Potatoes is starting with Nashor. Diana is getting closer and closer. Ooh, Vi is getting here, but used her first ability to get away. Will she commit for this Nashor, or will she give it up? She gives it up, and this secures them. Baron Nashor. With Baron Nashor being taken care of, it's now time to play 1-3-1, or at least 1-for-1, and take down these side lanes. Samira has picked up the QSS, a very nice pickup. No, going closer for the Infinity Edge as it seems. Nautilus has Protector's Vow and Thornmail. Diana is soon having her Death Gap, which adds a lot of damage, and Degalio is just an absolute frontline here. Team of Golden Dawn needs to be very much mindful. They still have to face the Fiora, which, as it seems right now, doesn't have as much gold, but it's still a Fiora, and you have to be very much careful about this. Aatrox pops ultimate, lose about 50% of his HP bar. The minions in mid lane are sieging. Will this game be decided on the third dragon or on the Elder or Nashor?
They'll never know what hit them.
18 seconds left until the next objective spawns. Will this spell the end of this game, or will they just give up the objective in hopes to scale a little bit more?
Red team lost a turret.
In position right now. Diana again very much delayed for the dragon. Got her ahead though. Ultimate off the Ornn. Achieving nothing, hitting the Nautilus. Now this one is on cooldown, which is a massive part of the Yasuo combo. Yasuo going to the side lane, trying to pick up some more gold. This dragon will be given up. I really hope they will not go for this and they'll just give it up. Because you see... Oh, Nautilus flashes in, hits the Vi with a hook. Vi gets caught, gets knocked up again, gets ulted, gets absolutely destroyed. But this death doesn't have a consequence. It will not be a difference. This dragon was lost anyway, but the issue is, by committing so much for the Vi, they give these two people here the time to push sidewave and getting enough gold. But now there's another play mid lane. Why are they walking up? Why are they going for these plays? The Aatrox is locking them down. The Galio is denying them again with all the CC he has, being a full tank, stalling for time again. First inhibitor falls, second inhibitor falls. This is very, very scary now. The enemy lost 2 inhibitors for the mid lane inhibitor. Again, the inhibitor on mid lane is useless. Every single play can be staged through mid lane, because every single lane is easily going to be reached through this lane, but losing these 2 side lanes here is a very big problem, because as this one here will be automatically pushing up here because of the minions, this objective will spawn, and the same will happen from this objective because this way Fear is pushing. Samira is being caught there. If the Samira doesn't get to instantly get her S rating, ooh, she uses the plant button and escapes certain death. The Vi is furious. Uh-oh. The Samira made a big mistake, gets killed, dashed through it, made some time for a team to get this Nashor secured. So the death of the Samira will be inconsequential, but now that Diana goes in, hits a 3-man ultimate, or was it even a 4-man? And it's an absolute disaster for the enemy team. Diana's taken down by the Yasuo, but it will be absolutely worth it. The Ornn misses the ult, gets chased down by the Aatrox. Will the Aatrox get a reset? He gets a reset on the ultimate! Fiora turns this fight with the ultimate, gets exhausted, gets locked on by the Nautilus, uses a nice riposte, escapes the certain death by CC, and they all walk away with their lives. There's so much gold walking in up here. So many kills in the form of minions. This should be shared. Somebody should be here as well and should share this gold. It's so much. 44 seconds. Next. Big objective coming in with Elder. They will have a sliver of Nashor buff left when the Elder spawns, but they need to make it happen instantly if they want to capitalize on the entirety of the Nashor buff. But they have to face these sidewaves here. Now the Galio is cleaning sidewaves and he takes a lot of time. He's a full tank. It takes multiple seconds to just barely kill them. Aatrox already in position. Diana in the jungle again. Setting up a mid lane play, Nautilus misses the anchor, gets knocked up by the Yasuo, nothing happens though. Fiora and Ornn are still in base, they have to slowly get it, they have to get it, they need to get here. Ornn still has his ultimate ability available, Diana has Crown. Ooh, will this Elder fall before anyone can do anything? The Yasuo is not even participating. Will they get something done with this ultimate? No, they get denied. Diana secures this. The Nautilus is blasting the Vi, but now the Fiora is also dying, and the Yasuo is trying his best on the other side of the map to finish the game. Now he's backing off again. Elder is lasting for 1 minute and 45 seconds. Locks down the Ornn with the Nautilus hook. The Galio ults in as well. The Ezreal simply doesn't have enough damage as of yet. He has multiple items. He has 2 items and components. There's not enough damage. And they were just slowly being ran down with the tank front line. Protector's Vow being proc. Yasuo hits a combo to 2 people but gets instantly popped up. They just can't win against the Elder. The Ezreal is knocked up. He can't move. Ornn also falls, and this will certainly spell the end of the game. They're all focusing the Nexus. Can they make it happen? They're backing off. This could be the throw of the game. This could be actually the throw of the game because they went for the end. They get 1 kill. Will they get another kill? Diana's grouping up, misses the spell but hits her ultimate. Enemy is super low HP. And gets completely blown up thanks to Elder. Now with the jungle dead and Nashor spawning in not 20 seconds, they're already calling and running to Nashor instantly. They will rush Nashor and end the game. Side inhibitors also spawning very soon. Ezreal still is way too weak. He just can't do anything with the items he has. He doesn't have enough damage. He doesn't get through this front line. And the Elder buff is still there. Is the Ezreal being caught here? Oh, we see a recall. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Ezreal, that was very, very close. Ornn forgot about the Samira ability. Now they don't have the ultimate available for next play. Ornn has to scan for Samira every single time, and he has to see if she uses her second ability. Otherwise, his ultimate will always get lost. Going for a little combo here, clearing the mid wave, preparing the side waves. It's still not over. The game is still not done. Nobody can hold the Fiora on the side lane. Ooh, does he fully engage here? Come on. Instantly kill the Galio. Ooh. The question is, why didn't he just kill the Galio here so the Galio can't go mid lane? Because the Diana can now go in and be a proxy target. Ooh, ultimate comes up again. Samira will probably... Ooh, he misses the ultimate. There's a side lane fight happening. Aatrox ults, but nothing will happen. Diana missed the first ability. Oh, Vice jumping in. The Yasuo is getting blown up. Nice combo by the Samira. Samira kills them all in their base. This will be an absolute wrap, and they end the game with this play. Flaming Potatoes, 2-0. Was it Golden Dawn? My bad. Flaming Potato. Ah! Names. First it's the Golden Guardians, then it's the Flaming Potatoes. What's next? Flaming Dawn? I can make it happen. Now, for the runes. Anything specific you guys want to see? Golden Dawn is the winner. Okay, so we have a big break coming right now. In like No. When did you say it starts again? At 20:30. Okay, in 2 hours and 30 minutes, the next game will start. So until then, we'll take a break and then we'll return again. So chat, we'll see each other for the next series in 2.5 hours. If you're not here, I'll be very mad and I'll create new names for teams and you have no way of stopping me. The next games happening are ODS against Find Girlfriend for Mysticon. If there's anyone that wants to be his girlfriend, let me know. I can maybe hook you up. And yeah, thank you for watching.